everybody, this is Sarah Perry and this is my channel. Hello to anyone new out there and hi to all my regulars. If you'd like a private reading, get on down to the website www.saraperry.me and do please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so or you just feel that need to do so. Please do check out my new book on Amazon, 2023 Secrets Revealed. There is an online version which is just the book, and there is also a hardback copy, which has got a diary, agenda, and also all the retrogrades, new moons and full moons. And the special offer is on at the moment for a 2023 read for $30. So do get down to the website or check out the links in this video. I hope you're all doing well. I feel like today's about gathering evidence. I think we need to look further to get further, and sometimes that means just taking a trip, you know. Not a literal trip, well, a trip, but stepping onto that train and seeing where it takes us, you know. And I feel this is to do with choices. You know, today's about the Chariot. It's about taking hold of the reins and taking a new route, or a route that benefits us to get us to where we want to be. For some, it might just be doing some resting and doing nothing and taking a whole day in meditation, where we find ourselves a lot further forwards and get more answers, and we move forwards more quickly because we've actually stopped. I know this personally, that when I actually stop and enjoy myself and have a bit of fun, the energy of just having fun is like a magnet and brings in all sorts of different opportunities. And it's proof that you don't always have to go out there and do it all. You know, if you've done a lot in your life and you're one of these people that's saying, oh, I've worked so hard and all I ever do is try and stop. You know, take a different route. What benefits you right now? Ask yourself today, what is going to help me most right now? What would I like to do? What should I be doing? And what could I be doing? Good questions. I feel like somehow we shouldn't be rocking the boat too much with certain people. There seems to be bickering going on behind the scenes a lot, and things happening that don't really concern us, so don't get involved. Stay out of the fight, you know, just see a way forwards, which is much more freeing and much more pleasurable, you know. Why not take a nice, fun journey and start an adventure today? I do feel like this is a day that new beginnings could occur. Something could be annoying you, though. I sense that there is some learning to be done for some of you, and you might be feeling a bit annoyed because something keeps coming back to bite you. There's something in it. Go and have a look. Check it out. Stop shutting the door on it and let it in for a little while. It's like, you know, the flies buzzing outside that window. Why don't you just open the window and see where it goes? Maybe it's banging. It really needs to get in, you know, for some reason. Maybe there's news that this person can tell you, or this situation, there's something it can teach you that's really valuable. I feel like, you know, lessons are important, especially around relationships. So it could be somebody that, you know, maybe it's just a friend, doesn't have to be love relationships, that keeps getting in contact and is bothering you. Maybe it's time to actually face the music and speak to them. There is a path to freedom, Spirit is saying. You know, sometimes these things can lead to a much more freeing energy. Sometimes we don't want to face something because we don't want to hear something. You know, it's like, well, I don't want to ask them how they feel because they might tell me that they don't love me anymore. Well, if they don't love you anyway, what are you waiting around for? You know, there's no point hanging on. It's not going to make them love you more because you're not asking, okay? So be a little bit more open, you know, see things in a bit of a different way. There's a positive, powerful energy around. So I feel like if you take the journey or the route that suits you and will benefit you the most and take you closer to what you want, you are going to have a lot of power behind you, okay? I just feel like it's, you know, more speed ahead. Some things are going to come about. Something could grow or suddenly sprout that you didn't see coming. You know, it's like you've left a plant growing in your back garden. You haven't been out in the back garden for 3 months, and you go out, and first of all it was a seedling, you know, when you left it, and you go out and it's a massive apple tree. You know, this is kind of, I feel like something could move forwards quite quickly. This seems to be, I feel this is to do with Jupiter. It's like it's bringing things in quite quickly, and it's kind of woo, you know, and suddenly the magic happens when you least expect. So, you know, even though there's this sense of sluggishness around the Mars retrograde, it's still like, you know, things are still positive, still think the wheel is still turning, guys. Watch out for jealousy today. We don't need that, okay? And you might realise someone's jealous of you. You know, if someone's trying to put you down, often it's because they want to hold you back. Remember that. I do see more money for some of you today, or just something you can have fun with. You know, fun money, a little bit of extras, maybe small wins, that kind of thing. Work is really important as long as it's good for you, right? So again, you could get offered a job, something you come about and you're kind of deciding what to do. Well, don't do it just for the money, do it for the pleasure. You know, make sure that work is good. You know, I know sometimes we have to work for the money, we have little choice and we're kind of stuck in things, but actually we still don't have to. That's the thing. We can say no. I was having a conversation with my aunt and she was talking about, it was quite interesting actually, this is kind of funny, but she'd been out and she bought 2 teddy bears, right? And my aunt's in her 80s and she bought these 2 big polar bear teddy bears for her husband for Christmas, but because she just loves teddy bears as well and she fills the house with teddy bears and things, and, you know, people do, and that's fine, and the money's going to a charity, great. So she brings these back, and anyway, her house is full of stuff, right? It's absolutely full of stuff. She's just got bits and pieces, ornaments, pictures, dolls' houses. She's got millions of dolls' houses. And, you know, she's always saying, oh, I'm really worried, you know, about moving, or what am I going to do when I go, because there's all this stuff to sort out. And I'm thinking, well, you know, start making an itinerary, and I'll make a joke of it. But I'm thinking, you're talking about it a lot, but you're not doing much. And then she goes and buys these big polar bears, you know, she's adding more. And in the same thing, she was talking about, you know, the children in Ukraine, where they, you know, they've had no choice and haven't got anything, and those poor, and she was going, but they haven't got a choice, you know. And she said, somebody said to me, you know, a friend said, oh, you know, it's in the hands of God, you know, we should just let it go. And she was like, how can you say that? These poor children, you know, they haven't got anything, they haven't got, and I'm thinking, but there you are, filling your house with rubbish. You know, these kids haven't even got maybe a coat on the back, you know, and you're like talking about this. And it was kind of funny. And it was the thing that she said, they didn't have a choice. And yes, in the bigger, you know, when you look at it from kind of outside, no, they're kind of the children. So they're being taken where they're being taken, right? But they do still have a choice, right? And the choice is whether they scream and fight and get frightened, or they just go along with it. That's a choice. There's still a choice. There's a choice of whether you open your eyes or close your eyes. There was a choice as to whether my aunt decided to you know, buy these teddy bears, and then when we went for lunch, she was collecting all the ribbons off the bows off the crackers and stuff like that, which I know why people do it, because they, you know, she's creative and stuff. But at the same time, it's like 1 minute she's you know, they're going on about, I've got too much stuff, I can't, and I kept saying, but why do you keep adding more to it? You know, why are you doing this? But it's your choice. It's her choice. She chooses to do that. She's choosing to collect everything. She's choosing to worry about what's going on in Ukraine, but not actually doing anything about it. But not that she can do anything about it necessarily, but she could choose not to think about it, or she could choose to make her life fabulous and enjoy it and not feel guilty. It's kind of, you know, when someone says there's no choice, there's always a choice at that moment, right? Someone can grab hold of you and throw you in a car and you're helpless, but you can still choose, maybe, if you're not gagged, to scream, right? You can choose whether to fight and scream or let them do it. You can choose whether to struggle. You can choose whether to be still. Again, you can choose whether to open your eyes or close your eyes. You can choose whether to, you know, be still for a second, or you can choose whether to think about something or not. You know, if you take it down to the nitty gritty, there's always a choice. And this is kind of, you know, what's coming up here. There is a choice. It's a day of choices. What do we do with it? So make it work for you. You know, think about every tiny element of time as time. And if you put all those elements together, they become a big, big thing, you know. And if all your little choices all the way through the day, you know, and you decide to do everything you need to do, you know, when it's presented to you to move forwards, then, you know, it could help or hinder you. You know, it kind of takes you right or left or backwards or forwards. It's like a game of chess, you know. That choice you make could take you to that end result. All right? It's just like a game of chess. Our life is like a game of chess, constant, you know. How do we win? So there is control here. I feel there's opportunity to have discussions, to deal with things. And I feel that there are shifts to be made. And so I say, if a job comes in and, you've got a choice whether to take it or not, what Spirit is saying is choose joy. Choose it because you really want it, because it's going to put fire in your belly, because, when you go there, you can't wait to get there because it's so exciting. Everything about it makes you feel alive. That's the right choice. Okay, of job, of, again, every decision. If you do that, your life is going to be magical, guys, honestly. It's that simple, really. It's so simple. Okay, just make it about you. That's continuing on from yesterday. Who, you, them, us, Make the right choice for you that's happy. And you will be abundant. So have a great day. If you'd like to connect with me, do. I'm here. Love to hear your comments. And again, if you feel the need, like, share and subscribe. Bye for now.